beautiful people. You are welcome to another episode of The Cave, the most amazing place for music news and entertainment beef, just everything gossip about the entertainment industry. You'll get it from here. Now, we have a very special show for you guys. Today, we're going to talk about something that has been tearing up the industry as of late. Now, everybody and their mom has heard that Kendrick Lamar released a new album. It's called the GNX album. Now, a lot of people, this is not news to them, but what is coming out as a result of this album is becoming incredibly polarizing. Now, this is why we're here. We're going to talk about the album itself. We're going to talk about the fallout from the album. Because again, as with recent history, Kendrick Lamar is calling people out by name. It's not subliminal shots. Everybody he's calling out by name. And he's stamping his claim, a lot of people say, as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, rap wise. Now, we're here about to talk about the album. But first off, have you listened to the album? What do you think about the album? A lot of people love it. A lot of people say it's as good an album as his breakout album, Good Kid, Mad City. Now, a lot of people remember that album. It came out in 2012. Rap lovers love it. People who are just rap casuals love it as well. It is an album that really solidified him coming into it. Was like everybody was put on notice that Kendrick Lamar is here. Kendrick Lamar is about to take the music industry by storm. But, it was like, we know what you can do, but the later albums were like, okay, we see that you can rap, but he was exploring different things. The Pimp a Butterfly was jazz infused, I was up until 2 years ago when he released the album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The people were like, oh my God, this is nice, right? However, Kendrick Lamar has been having respect in the rap game because a lot of people are aware of what he can do lyrically. But people did not believe that he had as many club hits as the other artists, the former big three. I would say former because I think Kendrick Lamar puts a kill on that equation with his disses towards Drake and J. Cole. However, this this guy Kendrick Lamar has solidified himself now once again because he not only is lyrically gifted, he just had club banger after club banger. Okay, so we had the song "Whacked Out Murals" as the first song, the very first song on GNX, and it's crazy because a lot of people did not expect this. Some days ago, right, they defaced his mural. And it was news because, the whole beef with Drake and Kendrick. It was news that the baby Drake supporters are, vandalizing his mural. Many people would react differently. Kendrick Lamar released a banger, right? And in that banger, Whacked Out Murals, he calls out by name Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg and then says about the others, you can pick a side and stay there. If you're going to be flip-flopping, you're going to act like you love me in my face and then you're going to support the other person behind my back, just stay there. He then says Drake attempted to bribe members of his community to get dirt on him with Bitcoin, but they stayed strong. We all know how much Bitcoin is. That's to show you how loyal Kendrick Lamar's crew is to him. And it is wild because he's saying all these things out in the open, calling people out by name. Lil Wayne has responded since then. Lil Wayne said, oh, well, please don't wake up a sleeping giant, whatever he said. Everybody's ready to ride out. For the first time, Lil Wayne is becoming a pariah in the industry because obviously we know the beef between, the camps. Everybody's saying, oh, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans next year. It's Lil Wayne's town. He should be the one, headlining the Super Bowl and not Kendrick. When Kendrick said in a simple line, my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Everybody's like, yeah, because why is Lil Wayne actually moaning about this? Why is he feeling like he deserves this opportunity? It's not giving. Up until recently, the Super Bowl was not given to any hip hop acts. So why do you feel just because you come from this city, you are the one that should have this? It's not how it goes. It's not assigned to you. It's not your birthright. So everybody begins to look at Lil Wayne differently now. Like, oh, this entitled person. Someone actually worked hard. We're talking about the real rapper of this generation. You are the generation past We respect you for what you've done, but you're the generation past. You can't be still trying to insert yourself into this game and saying that they should give you based on what you've done. It's about what you've done lately. And this is why a lot of people are riding out against Lil Wayne. But we even have more important news than that. Oh, Snoop Dogg, before we go to more important news, Snoop Dogg also commented because Snoop Dogg apparently posted one of Drake's diss tracks, Tailor Made, and obviously coming from LA, that was a big deal. But Kendrick Lamar addressed it. Kendrick Lamar said, well, it must have been the edibles, so he just let it go. And Snoop Dogg responded and said, yeah, it definitely was the edibles. Well, that's different. Now, I said a little bit before this was recorded, Drake, Drake actually sued his record label, UMG, and sued Spotify for something. He said it was the unjustified peddling of the song Not Like Us. Basically, he believes that they advertised it too much to the masses. And that's why he probably is going to use that to say, oh, he lost the beef, right? This is the softest move in hip hop history. The softest. And I, on behalf of the light skin community, I want to say Drake does not represent any of us because Drake has decided to be a Karen. Imagine going to call the cops because you lost. Take the L like a man and move on. You understand? He released some unreleased songs recently, and it's like, okay, he's moving on. However, he just can't shake the fact that nobody holds him seriously anymore. And in doing this, in calling the cops, Drake just solidified the claim that Kendrick made, that he's truly not like us. He's truly not like a person who would go in. How would you feel? You go into an arena, you guys agree to fight, and then one person loses the fight, and then they begin to call the authorities. That is such a punk move by Drake. And we, the hip hop community, and the world at large, are disowning Drake. Everybody should join hands and disown Drake. I mean, the ladies that Drake makes music for can love him. But let Drake never come out to say he's a rapper anymore. It's over. It's over. Now it's really all the Drake haters can finally forever have a claim, forever have a say, because Drake just with this move has solidified the fact that he was never a hip hop personality. Never ever. But now let's go into the album itself. So we've already talked about the very first one, with the I guess we would say the whacked out mural one. Well, there's other songs. So a lot of people are now playing Squabble Up. Now you would hear it. I promise you would hear it in your daily life from here on out, because it is some of the most amazing beats and some of the most amazing lyrical ability displayed on track. This album is album of the year. We are not even like this album is album of the year. It's not a conjecture to say this. Kendrick Lamar is putting his foot on the industry's neck. Literally. In the album, he's talking about real things. He's talking about the fact that he stayed home while all these people were going for all these parties, the Diddy parties and whatnot. He talks about different things. But what he did with this album is just cement his place forever in the law. Nobody would forget this year, 2024. 2024 is for Kendrick Lamar and Kendrick Lamar fans, because again, would repeat this. A lot of people have been saying this. Oh, he doesn't make music. He makes music for people that just want to just think and people that want to break down lyrics, and he doesn't really make party jams. Go listen to Squabble Up. Go even listen to Watch Out Murals. You would see quality jams, but then he does the diversity, right? He has the diversity of releasing songs like Luther, right? On the album, that song is so good because it has obviously Luther Vandross. It has Luther Vandross's vocals. He sampled Luther Vandross, and it's so beautiful. You're looking at it and you're like, my goodness, we thought that this guy could not do anything more, but he's doing more. And we all know that he writes. Unlike Drake. So look at this. He's writing classics. We are going to be playing these things years from now. He finally has an album, in my opinion, that can compete with Good Kid, Mad City. Right? You're going Hey Now, TV Off, Dodger Blue. We have party anthems in this album. Now, it might seem like this whole podcast today was to talk about Kendrick and how, Kendrick has taken the industry by storm. And if you have that opinion, you are right. Because what else is there to talk about? He is the king. He is on the top of the hill. He is the only one to talk about. But I also want to use this podcast to say a firm no to any Drake supporter that still exists. I know they are massively depleted by now, but please, please, do not ever call Drake a hip hop person. You might call him a pop person. Yeah, he wanted to be Michael Jackson. I don't know how he will be successful in doing that, but he can't take that. But he's never, and he will never be a hip hop person after this. Imagine going to call the cops because somebody whooped your ass so bad. It is so bad that I'm ashamed that I listened to any Drake song in my life before now. I feel so bad because I'm looking. You used to look at him and think, "Oh wow, he's at least a person that is a hard worker. He's at least a person that strives for more." How would you lose and then your option is to go call the cops and say, "Oh, this is the reason I lost"? No, no, and that's not what we want to. That's not what we want to support. That's not what we want to support at all. And I just want you to all bear with me because I really, really believe that this should not have been allowed to go on as long as it did. We were all allowed to, like, a lot of us were bullied into liking Drake because they were just inundated with Drake stuff, right? You're seeing Drake everywhere. You're seeing him. It was weird that he would rap and then sing, but you're like, okay, fine, let's go with this. He looked soft. He was never cool, but we are like, okay, fine, let's see. This might be the new style. And then we're bullied because we're inundated with stuff about him to liking him, to saying, okay, maybe this is the new style of rapper. And then, but now we've seen that it was foolishness. It was foolishness to like Drake. Drake was never anything but a phony. Because he was never a cool kid to begin with. And that's the thing. We should stop allowing people into the hip hop culture that were never cool to begin with. So he had talent enough to enter into the hip hop industry because of the backing of the Young Money machine. However, we've seen that backing to be fake because Drake is nothing but a fake. And I just want to use this podcast to really say that, to really expose Drake. Because I feel like as much as we like to say, oh, he's lost the battle. He lost with Pusha T, obviously, and everything. This beef with Kendrick Lamar, let us not have it twisted. This beef with Kendrick Lamar really exposed him. Because, again, we had beefs in the past. The beefs in the past would, obviously, people would say stuff about each other. But at the end of the day, everybody's like, okay, fine, But this beef is the very first beef that actually made it clear that somebody is an imposter, right? And Drake then carried it further by being a Karen. Okay? So please, if you still listen to Drake, stop it. Stop it now. It's not right. And if you do, then you know what you are at this point. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. I really wanted to give you guys the lowdown. I had to get it out. I had so much to say. And you guys tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me, if you're looking forward to the Super Bowl performance, because I am now, because I think Squabble Up is going to be there. Because, if you've not heard Squabble Up, go hear it. It's amazing.
Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
All right, and unfollow Drake. All right, thank you. We also had an amazing thing that happened in the Nigerian music space. I think obviously we know that the global music space is the American music space because what America does in the music industry kind of like percolates throughout the world. So we had to talk about them first. However, in the Nigerian music space, our own Wizkid released an album. And it's gotten mixed reviews, right? There's songs that, like I said, that have been, I guess popular a bit. But to be honest, I really believe that as everybody is saying online that Davido kind of like is the sponsor behind making Kendrick release an album just a few days after this guy did, because there's nobody talking about Wizkid's album anymore. It's crazy. Whatever Wizkid would have done with his album has been overshadowed. And it's weird to say this because Wizkid did a lot. He did a lot in terms of just barking at people, because he's mostly quiet, but he did a lot just to make sure that people are looking at him to promote his album. But at the end of the day, there were some songs that were all right. Like he tried. You could tell that he was trying. You tell that he was trying to make a statement in some songs. And there's some songs that they're nice, catchy tunes, and some songs that will grow on you. However, truthfully, it's all about the global superstars. Because again, I think this drop, the drop being back to back, and the fact that Kendrick Lamar has overshadowed for the most part, kind of shows who the superstar is. You understand? Like we know we Nigerians we like to say, oh, we have superstars, we have global superstars, but when we go head to head with true superstars, I think it shows. Because my humble opinion, I don't think there's anybody that we have that would have competed with this global superstar dropping at the same exact time. So I believe we have a long way to go. But for the Wizkid fans, congratulations, I guess, because your idolo released an album. However, it's not going to do anything. I hope you know that. Like, for real, like you thought he was going to win a Grammy. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, and I just sorry to be the one to break that to you if I'm the first, but yeah, that's it. Yes. So till next time, guys. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye.